Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap of the new chapter of Shingeki no Kyojin, or you could call it Attack on Titan Chapter 84. I guess things turned out the way it had to turn out. I guess there are some things that people will say plot armor, or just the author just don't want to kill one character off because he has an important role to play. A lot of people could say a lot of things, and I can't disagree with them. But it is what it is. So if anything else, let's just get this recap started. At the beginning of the chapter, we have to it that Levi told the two people, which is Eren and Mikasa, you guys realize what you're trying to tell me to do right now, right? You want me to hang Eren, who is the commander of the Scouts Regiment, to die? Is that what you want me to do? There's no time right now. Step aside. Even Levi told Eren to ignore his feelings after he grabbed his serum. And Eren's like, you want me to ignore them? Why didn't you give me the syringe immediately before then? Because Levi did confess to Eren that he was considering about having Eren survive a bit more. But Eren says back you can't expect a flock to actually carry the commander here. He says, yeah, that's right, and he's here now, so I want to inject him. And therefore Levi punches Eren aside with a very powerful punch, while Mikasa throws him down with the blade and hangs him at his neck right now. And Mikasa realizes that Levi's strength is not that strong, and she was about to take the syringe from him. And also, Levi tells Mikasa, you should also understand, without Eren, humanity will lose to the Titans, right? Do you want that to happen? Although one of the scouts tells Mikasa, he's right. We can't do anything drastic. Put down your sword. But Eren brings up a good point, without Armin, things would just go the same. Because, without Armin, humanity is going to lose to the Titans no matter. That's the harsh truth. With the boulder to seal Trotsky, uncover Annie's identity, operating at night, Armin came up with all those ideas. So Eren's trying to back up that Armin should be the one to take the Titan serum because of Armin's doings. And he says with him, we managed to beat down the colossal Titan all because of Armin. The saving humanity is not me or Eren, it's Armin itself. And even Eren asked Mikasa the question, And therefore Mikasa tries to take the serum from Levi as he is pinned down with the sword to his neck. And one of the scouts says, do you even realize the one who is to save humanity is Eren? And Mikasa just tells him to shut up. And he says, how the hell can I shut up here? Don't you think the ones who are hurting is not what you aren't aware of? Do you not even know that there's not a damn single survivor on the other side of the wall? Which he mentioned, which is true. Not really, because Levi, Eren, and this guy managed to survive. But he does mention that everyone else has been pulverized by freaking rocks right now. Despite our hopelessness and to assassinate the Beast Titan, it was all of an implement. He used our lives as bait so Levi could sneak in and kill him. Everyone was killed in the plan that he mentioned. Gordon, Sandara, Marlo, everybody. The last thing we all felt was fear and fear alone. And not only that, the scout even mentions that, you know what? I actually wanted to kill Eren the moment I saw him because I want to end his suffering. But it was problematic for him because has hell prepared itself to receive him, he thought? Then he saw Levi right there and he said the only capable person to defeat the Titans is a demon. So pretty much he's saying that a demon is needed to kill the Titans. And without that demon, we will lose, is what he's trying to say, possibly. And to resurrect that demon is his mission. This is entire worth of me and my survival, he mentions. And so I will not allow you to interfere. Right now, Mikasa was possibly gonna cut him down, but Levi was trying to stop her, but we had to it that Hanji comes in and stops him. And we had to it that John and the others arrived, and they go like, no way, what happened to Armin? And they see Bertolt and and Erwin like on the floor right now. Of course, Armin's like all cooked up and so forth. They all know that. And Levi was opened the Titan syringe, and right now Mikasa really wanted to stop him and she really wants to save Armin. And I can understand that in a certain case because Armin's a good friend, very important friend, something that could bring her life going and keep her forward. But right now Hanji tells her we can't lose Erwin. The Scouts regiment has no one left. If the commander dies, it's done. We lose our symbol of humanity and the flame of hope will be extinguished. But Mikasa tries to say, like, we have to that Armin could do the same. But Hanji says, Armin is indeed brilliant, but our battles will be going on much longer. So is Ern's ability to lead and experience. But we have to it that Hanji tells Mikasa, like, I also want to bring others back to life. Several hundreds, okay? And we see to it how Hanji managed to survive that Colossus Titan explosion. She was pushed into a well by one of her subordinates for that she could survive. And after joining the Scouts, she now understands that you can't save everybody. All life is ended life and death in a certain way, you know? None of us can accept this, but we can barely keep our minds clear. That is the fact that Hanji's trying to tell Mikasa. Painful. It's very painful, I know, but even so, we have to keep going forward, okay? Even Mikasa, who's really broken right now, understands this, and even though she does not want this to happen at all, she wants Armin to live, but decides to stand down. But we have to it that Eren, who does not want to give up, tries to convince Levi again that do you know what an ocean is? It's a giant lake that stretches out in the horizon. It is filled with salt water. Armin told me all this. And then we have to it that the scout ends up grabbing Eren and says, we gotta get the hell out of here. You know, he stopped Eren from trying to cause any more damage or trouble, you know. And we have to it that that he wanted to go to the ocean with Armin, and that was his childhood dream. I forget all about what it was to be in those walls, you know, and so forth. I only thought about revenge for my mother, eliminate all the Titans, these creatures that fill with such hatred. But that was different. Without Armin, he continued, I want to chase that dream right now. But we have to it that even though Levi had much thoughts about this, he tells everyone to get the hell out of here right now. I have to let Eren eat Bert at this spot right now. Even Mikasa, who couldn't do anything, and Armin's got dead, you know, it was pretty devastating. Even Eren does not want to say goodbye to Armin, you know, and he made a promise that time. Even Levi remembers that time when they made that promise. Except Levi might remember one thing. If your dream becomes reality, what will you do after that? Even Eren remembers these words telling to Levi in a flashback, like, I don't really know. I just want to see that basement first, no matter what, you know? And Levi remembers like a brat who hasn't grown up, screaming and yelling without end. Everyone's the same if you don't devote yourself to something. Even Levi remembers these words from his uncle, like, how can you withstand this world unless you have something to fight for? Therefore, when Levi was about to inject Eren, he ends up looking at that person and remembers the words of what his uncle says. Like, every person is enslaved to something, which is something that haunts Levi to this day, no matter what. And he wanted to inject the Titan serum into Eren, but Eren took away his arm in time. He said, teacher, regarding what supposedly doesn't exist, how do I investigate and prove otherwise? And he ends up wanting to heal Eren, but it looks like Eren declines and remembers these words that he told to Eren, and especially a flashback of his uncle, Levi says. Give up your dream and go to hell and take the new recruits with you. I'll kill the Beast Titan. But he also tells Levi, thank you. And he remembers that flashback. And we see to it that a Titan ends up eating Bertolt. But before then, he tells everyone to save him, you know? Even Mikasa, Eren, Jean, Colin, or whatever the ball guy's name, I forgot, is. Apparently they don't save him after seeing he gets eaten up. And we have to it that the recruit asked Levi, why did you choose Armin? Which, surprisingly enough, it's not Erwin that he didn't choose. And he says, can you forgive this guy? He had no choice but to become a demon, Levi says. But that is also what all of us wished for. We even planned to retrieve him just as he won freedom from hell and call him back into it just as you did. But we must let him have a good rest. Which Levi, after possibly after Erwin did not want to get injected, he possibly told Levi, it's time for me to go and you gotta let me go to rest now. You know? Even Levi goes like, even though I promised to get rid of the Beast Titan for him, it looks like I'm going to delay that. And right now, Hanji now realizes that he already left us. And Levi, on the other hand, says nothing and says, I see. Armin, who's chosen to be alive right now, but the spirit of the Survey Corps survives and it regains its glory because legacies continue to be passed on, you know? With Eren and Mikasa possibly happy, with Colleen or Jean, that's pretty cool. But you know, this chapter, I guess the result could be predictable to a lot of people. At the same time, I could say that deep in my black heart or pathetic heart in other cases, I'm kind of really upset to see to it that Armin survived in a certain way because I guess he has a giant role to play and I guess he's he's one of the 3 main characters that need to survive and see this through, you know? I guess it just turned out it is what it is for the time being and yeah. Also in this chapter, I guess a recruit really said that a demon is needed to be fought against a Titan, you know, and Erwin is needed that. Levi, on the other hand, of course, remembers these words which had a lot of meaning because, it's possibly related to our life as well, you know. Although Erwin did tell Levi that he can't take the injection, but it looks like Levi chose his person, that's Armin, to do so, you know. Really sad, but in the other way around. Although this chapter had a lot of meaning and so forth, with Hanji explaining to Mikasa, Eren saying that he had nothing but revenge, but Armin was there to help him change all that, Levi had to make a choice, you know, and to leave Erwin behind or possibly let him die and let him be at peace, have a good rest. I'm pretty sure he may not want to show it right now. It is possibly hurting him is hurting him way more than anyone else right now. Because I think after what happened to Levi back in the past or something, if you guys even watch the OVAs along with having to see what else Levi had to go through or something, all he ever did was follow Erwin, and right now I'm just trying to figure out who's he gonna follow now with possibly Erwin dead or Erwin dead, you know? I don't know what to expect right now from Levi, but I hope something shows up later. Now and again. So now that the battle is over, it looks like the scouts won in a way with their big sacrifices, possibly having to regain Wall Maya, hopefully, and going to Eren's basement because that's been the freaking #1 objective possibly of Attack on Titan. There's a lot of information that's going to be revealed about the world of Attack on Titan or Shingeki no Kyojin. So, don't know what to expect, but here we go. So, until then, I'll see you guys for my next recap for my next recap for the Attack on Titan manga's next chapter for next month. Until then, I'm Alpha Zitto. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot. Hope you guys had fun with this chapter, and those of you who loves Armin, congratulations, he lives. And those of you guys who liked Eren, well, choice has been made by the manga author. Can't deny that. Bleep.